Hi, Thomas from Field Tennis. Do you find it difficult to hit the ball cleanly? You're mishitting the ball, or you're like really straining to put some power on the ball? Here's maybe how this situation looks like. So you're going like this, and then just as you're about to hit the ball, you're accelerating, and you're not hitting the ball cleanly, and you also feel straining, you're tight, and so on. One reason for that is that you might be accelerating the racket too late, so close to the ball, and you're accelerating it too suddenly. So you're not accelerating it gradually, but you're accelerating it suddenly, and you start to accelerate very late, so very close to the ball. Here's one more one. So I'm approaching the ball, and when you're very close to the ball, now you start to accelerate. Approaching. Now you start to accelerate, and then the stroke will not work. Now there is a way to do this right, and that's when you have a short ball. And when you have a short ball, you need to create a lot of racket head speed because you need to apply a lot of topspin because the court is shorter for you. So you must make the ball deep sooner. But when you're on the baseline and you're grooving your strokes, you work on your fundamentals, you want to work on hitting the ball in front, on your balance, on your breathing, other parts of the tennis game, you're free hitting with your friend, then you don't want to be accelerating at the ball. In fact, what I like to say to players is I want them to have a steady speed. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about the transition from relaxed to firm and from circular to linear. And these principles still apply, and we can combine them with the idea of a steady speed. The idea of steady speed means that when you are going forward more in a straight line, you want to keep a steady speed. You don't want to be accelerating anymore. So you want to accelerate behind you in this part when you're relaxed and you're rotating the body towards the ball. So in this part, once you're coming to the ball, you want to maintain that speed. So what you can imagine is a roller coaster train. When it goes downhill, it's accelerating, of course. When it gets to the flat area, it's just holding its speed. It's not accelerating anymore. So you can imagine the same for your fundamental ground strokes when you're grooving them from the baseline, when you want to get the fundamentals right, or when you're working on some other things like contact point or breathing or weight transfer, and you just rally with a friend, you groove your strokes, you have a free hitting session. That's when you want to think about steady speed. Because when you have a steady speed, you will not make any jerky movements just before contact or while you're contacting the ball. And that will allow you to hit the ball very cleanly. And secondly, because you stop accelerating, you're not carrying tension in your arm. And that makes the stroke very effortless. So I'll hit a few balls now. And I will just imagine. So here I'm accelerating. So here I go relaxed, then I'm accelerating. And then when the ball comes, I just maintain the same speed. I'm not accelerating. I'm not accelerating anymore. I'm just letting the racket's momentum that I have generated. I've generated racket's momentum, and I just let it go and let the racket hit the ball. So the momentum that I have, I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping steady speed. I'm looking at the ball, and you will find that you can hit the ball very effortlessly and very cleanly. So again, if you want to really attack the ball, then you need to accelerate gradually and keep accelerating. But if you want to work on your strokes and hit the ball cleanly and just rally with your friend, then don't accelerate when you're near the ball, but maintain a steady speed. So try to see this principle of just steady speed through the ball when you have this angle from the side. So I'm just rallying, I'm just hitting the ball nicely. And when I'm going through the ball, I'm just keeping my speed. So I'm just keeping my speed. I'm keeping my speed. I'm not accelerating. I'm accelerating here. You're accelerating here. But when I'm hitting the ball, like here, I'm just kind of maintaining the speed that I got also here. Steady speed through the ball, and that helps me hit the ball more cleanly. So if you think that you're one of those players that really accelerate just before they hit the ball, or you are accelerating into the ball, and that's causing you problems, you're not hitting the ball cleanly, and it's quite straining, it's not effortless, then give this idea a try. So just imagine a roller coaster train. You're accelerating here, but once you're coming on the flat area, here this flatter line, or a little bit upward line, do not accelerate anymore, just trust that you've generated enough momentum for a nice shot. So don't think about attacking the ball, just think about neutral rallying from the baseline, and then see what happens. So the goal is that you can hit the ball very cleanly, quite effortlessly, and that you can keep the rally going with ease. So give this idea a try. Let me know how it works for you. You can comment here on YouTube or on my website fieldtennis.net. Thanks for watching and keep in touch.